Yo guys, this is Crescent here. Today I'll be bringing you my Stamina Nightblade build for patch Homestead. I'll be going through a few sets and recovering through the non-CP and CP setup I'll be using. So I don't need to make two videos like the usual builds what I did, because I feel like it's basically Nightblade didn't have much changes. They got a few nerfs here and there, but more or less they're still really strong. Alright, before I go into the sets, I would just like to go through the skills, because the skills are more or less the same. Okay, so on the so on the back bar, on the front bar, sorry, same skill, execute, surprise attack, DPS, get close, ambush, fear your CC, AoE CC, rally your heal, obviously your major brutality, and in-cap strike. This skill got nerfed by 20 ultimate. It's still really strong, it's just that you can't spam it that often anymore. That is one of the biggest nerf to Nightblade in my opinion. Okay, and a back bar, poison injection. This hits pretty hard when enemy is really low. Shuffle, your dodge got nerfed as well, but you still have to use it no matter what, because as a medium armor build, Shuffle is cheaper. Shuffle has a longer duration, so no matter what you still have to use it basically on almost all stamina builds. Shadow image, I love this skill. This is the best skill ever for Nightblade. Didn't get a nerf, thankfully. And yeah, this is just for you to dodge around. In CP campaign, you must basically use this skill. This is really good for stamina Nightblade, even magical Nightblades as well. But what you could change in the non-CP campaign is you could use something like either relentless focus, because it got not buffed, but it got changed up to the correct damage. Now it's based on disease damage. Previously it is based on magical damage, so it's not good at all. But now it's proper now. You can use this skill for extra regeneration as well, stamina regen, or you could use something like siphoning attack. It's really cool as well. Or even if you want, you could use traps, trap beasts, rearming traps, which is okay as well. But I prefer to use shadow image. And rally your vigor your heal. Cloak got it got fixed a bit. I feel like cloak is really more reliable now compared to the last patch. A lot of things you can cloak away now, which is really awesome. And this is your flex spot as well. If you're in a solo ballista, it's really good. Bow ulti. If you're playing in a group, something like Dawnbreaker is decent as well. Even Veils of Blade for, like, you know, a bit of AoE reduction damage is pretty good as well. Major protection is really good as well. Or you could even use Soul Tether just to like get rid of people around you. You know, like when 3 people are attacking you in melee range, you just use a Soul Tether, dodge, throw, cloak away. Simple. Alright, so the skills are done. I'm going to go through the sets. So I'll be going through what I use in CP campaign first. Nothing has changed. I'm still using the same setup, but there are another 2 more setups that are optional for you that you could consider that are really strong as well. So I'll be using these 2 Selines like usual in pen. You want 7 in pen because you're a medium armor build. Use a 4 Eternal Hunt on the body, on the bow bar, 1 Eternal Hunt. Wiper on the front bar with 3 Wiper rings and 1 Wiper body. You want 1 heavy and 6 medium for this build. This build is still really strong. Yes, they got nerfed, all proc sets got nerfed, but you need to remember that the only class that I feel that could benefit from proc sets is Stamina Nightblade, because Stamina Nightblade has this really awesome thing that they can empower skills really easily. I'll just list out the 3 ways I empower skills. The first way is I'll use ambush. That is first way to empower skills. The second way is I'll use a heavy attack from two-hander. You can empower skills as well from the empower. You can empower proc sets as well. That's why it's really good. And the third way is in-cap strike. In-cap strike will increase your damage as well. That will empower skills as well. That's why I feel like proc sets is only viable now on Stamina Nightblade. That is the main reason why. Okay. Okay, so this is what I use in CP campaign. In non-CP campaign, usually I will switch it up to use let me change it. There are basically two setups that I run really often, which I love to run. The first one is something like this. I'll use 5 Eternal Hunt on the body. So on the front bar, when I dodge throw, I can do extra damage, like when I incap and want to execute people, but I'm taking incoming frags or just incoming damage. I can dodge throw ahead and do damage with the Eternal Hunt. And I either use Celine or I'll use Troll King. Troll King is really good. Dispatch, because the first thing is I'm a Khajiit, that's why I get extra bonus from the health regeneration. That's why I'll use Troll King sometimes instead of Celine. You just have to switch it around, see which one is comfortable for you. For CP campaign, usually I'll run Celine. For non-CP, sometimes I'll run Troll King, depending on the situation. But solo, I feel like Celine is the better way. In a group, Troll King is definitely way much better. So what I use is Eternal Hunt 5 body, 3 agility, Master's Bow. You don't want to put poison on Master's Bow because when you apply the enchantment, the effect on Master's Bow, 301 damage. And you want to use Maelstrom weapons. Doesn't matter which weapon is. You just get Axe is fine as well, Mao is fine as well, but I feel like the sword is the best. I don't have it, so I'll just use the Mao. It's decent as well. So this is the one of the build that can fit really well in CP and non-CP campaign. And what I run in non-CP campaign at the moment is our run. Yeah, this is a really, I would say, a bit dirty setup. So what I use is, previously the two setup I'll be using food, tri-stat food, but in this setup I'll be using tri-stat drinks because of health recovery increase, magicka increase, and stamina increase. Because of the sets we'll be using Bone Pirate set. You need to use a drink buff, and you get max stamina 2k and 300 stamina recovery. This set is pretty sweet. And I'll be using Troll King just to bump up that recovery I have, you know. And 3 agility. I'll put usually I'll put 2 stamina recovery glyphs. I think I got it here now. Yep, I got it here. And yeah, this is the setup I'll run. I'll put 2 health usually, so I get more health because I didn't use food, and I'm not using food anymore, so I need the health. And I'll use 1 robust, 2 stamina recovery, and 1 weapon damage. This setup is really strong. As you can look at my stats here, I'll show you my stats really quickly. 1k magicka recovery, 1k health recovery without buff. Bear in mind, with Troll King you can go up to 3-4k easily. Stamina recovery 2.8k, really awesome. Remember, this is in non-CP campaign. Yes, our max stamina is really low, but our survivability is really crazy. You could increase your damage by lowering your stamina recovery. It's up to you basically. You could switch it around, but this is what I love to use in a non-CP campaign. And it looks really awesome, as you can see now, my character, this setup. And one thing to remember that is the previous 2 setup that I used could work into non-CP campaign as well. Definitely, you just need to switch your glyphs on your jewelry to more into recovery, and you're good to go. But this setup is more of in a small group where you can use Troll King with your friends and have really good survivability, and you can spam rapids for your friends as well. That's why I love this setup. Alright, so we are done with the skills and the sets. I'm just gonna go through the pots. It's pretty straightforward, no, nothing much has changed. Potions and poisons, Mundus. Yeah, Mundus basically I'm running the Serpent Mundus for recovery. You could use something else if you feel like your recovery is too high, but I like to use Serpent. Serpent is the best for me. And what the pot I'll use, tri-stat pot, this is the most important pot. You could use something like increase major savagery, increase crit, and immune to knockback. This is offensive pot. When you're fighting like tanks and you're doing 0 damage and you just want to go offensive, use this pot. And if you're running away, use major expedition, immune to knockback, and stamina. So basically these are the 3 pots that I use. You could use lingering health, but I don't think it's good anymore because there's a nerf to major vitality, lasts only 16 seconds, so I don't think it's good anymore. Alright, And the poisons, yeah. The poisons are basically the same, just the typical cost increase poisons, the damage dealing poisons. Yeah, basically more or less the same. You could use entrapping poisons as well. It's really good for Selines, because Selines, as you know, people can dodge Selines really easily. You can just walk to the side a bit and you can dodge the incoming damage from Selines. That's why entrapping poisons are pretty sweet as well, especially in no CP campaign, because people have limited stamina to dodge throw and, you know, to use shuffle and stuff. So, you know, immobilizing in non-CP campaign is really awesome. Okay, and yeah, I'll just go through the CP and I think I'm done with the video. Okay, as you can see, I put less into Warlock, about 45, 46, one into tier 1 into here just to get the benefit from it. 10% because we will be running 100% into Mooncalf, because this is medium armor build, not heavy armor build. A bit into magical recovery, a bit into health recovery. You could put more into these two if you are using the Troll King setup, if you are using the Bone Pirate setup, and you use tri-step drinks in CP campaign, you could use more into this, but yeah, I prefer to put less and more into stamina. Shadow Ward, just a little bit into blocking. Sometimes you might block here and there, but you want a lot into tumbling. You want to reduce that cost of dodge throw to really low, and then you can dodge throw a lot more. Because I use a lot of Eternal Hunt as well, that's why tumbling is really important. Okay, and Blast just to get, increase your healing obviously, and 5 into Weapon Damage Expert, 10 into Shattering Blows. You could switch it around. I just feel like this is comfortable for me. 100 into Mighty, 20 into Piercing. You don't need so much into Piercing because you got the natural debuff from the skill, and you got basically 10k already, so you just increase it by another 1.2k is decent, I guess. Unless you feel like you're fighting too many tanks, then just increase it. Precise Strikes, you want more into this. I want more into this because I'm a Khajiit, but if you're like a Red Guard, you might want lower Precise Strikes and more into Piercing. That is what I think is the best for you. Like if you're a Red Guard or you're Orc or something, and Orc, you want more into Piercing. And Thermal Church, just a little bit, just to increase the dot damage from the bow ulti, the bow poison injection. And some into resistance, obviously you need to reduce the crit damage. Hardy, more into Hardy, less into Elemental Defender, because you can cloak away magical damage, magical dot damage usually, and some into Thick Skin. One just into Elemental Expert Defender just to get the benefit, and 19 to crit recovery. Alright, so every single aspect of the build, and I hope you enjoy playing in non-CP campaign. I really enjoyed playing Nightblade in non-CP campaign as a solo player, because people die a lot faster. You die a lot faster, yes, but with Troll King you can survive a lot more. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and give the video a like if you like the video, and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos, yeah? And see you guys in Citadel. Okay, bye bye.